Hello and welcome everyone. Hope you hear me well. My name is Idoya and I work here at Labasad. Today we're presenting our informative session for the online master in brand design with the director of the master, Storm Wiggett. She's a global strategic brand and packaging designer as well as the director of this master. Today, Storm is going to tell us a bit more about what the master is about, the objectives, career opportunities, and the study plan. Moreover, throughout the presentation, you will be able to see both their projects and the work of their other professionals who will also be teaching you. But first, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our school for those who don't know Labasad yet. We are the only exclusively online design school that has a 100% live format. This gives students an in-person experience in an online format. This is how we guarantee such a unique, high-quality learning experience. Here are some key stats about Labasad. 90% of our students recommend Labasad. More than 3,000 students have studied with us. We count with more than 250 instructors who are professionals currently working in their field. We have students from all around the world, such as Germany, the United States, Spain, Italy, Mexico, the United Kingdom, Chile, and more. Labasad was recently featured in international media such as Creative Boom, It's Nice That, and Design Boom, which you can check out on their site. What are the benefits of studying at Labasad? Here are some. All our instructors are currently working in their field, and all of them come from all around the world. We accompany our students throughout the program so they are never alone in their experience. Students can access different opportunities such as masterclass, workshops, networking, participation in awards, group up follow-up sessions, Labasad Live, and much more. The next start dates begin in October-November 2024. And if you want to get more information, you can send an email to info@labasad.com. You can also get in touch with us by phone or through our socials, where you can see projects by the instructors, Labasad students, and other news. And now I introduce you to Storm Wiggett, the director of the Online Master in Brand Design, who's going to give you an overview of the master. Over to you, Storm.
There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. I am going to take you through the outline of the course from start to finish and hopefully answer any questions or thoughts you may have. So, as I've been introduced, my name is Storm Wiggett. I'm the director of the course. I will be your go-to person for everything. We are, throughout this conversation, going to be discussing why you would choose the Online and Brand Masters, the objectives of the course, who this course is designed for, what potential career opportunities are available, as well as an in-depth dive into the study plan and the instructors. So I suppose the first and most important question is, why would you choose a master's in brand design? And I would say one of the key elements is that it's going to provide you with the foundations and tools to create, implement, present, and launch a brand successfully. This course is a comprehensive course. And what I mean by that is it lays the foundations and provides the tools to create, develop, design, and launch a successful brand. It has a strong theoretical base with practical design tools for real-world application. Not only is it a comprehensive course, but it is also an interdisciplinary course. This means that it's going to test and develop the range of skills you will need, including problem solving, creative thinking, strategic development, storytelling, communication, and research practices needed to be an industry professional in the very competitive market of today. The objectives of the course, I'm going to outline for you point by point. We're going to start with brand strategy. So now brand strategy is gaining the skills and knowledge to develop comprehensive brand strategies that align with business goals and resonate with your target audience. This course is also about brand management and marketing. You will learn the principles of brand management, including brand positioning, brand architecture, brand storytelling, as well as other extensive strategies. The objective of this course is also deeply rooted in research and analysis You will learn how to conduct ethically sound research and analyze data to inform your brand design decisions and strategies going forward. An important note, it is about brand identity and design. So you will learn key and core elements of brand identity, brand perception, including logos, colors, typography, illustrations, and imagery. It is about creative thinking and innovation, and we will hone critical thinking skills through creative problem-solving techniques and developing innovative approaches to brand design and communication. We are going to look at visual communication skills, part of what I would deem to be the graphic design package, and develop those skills, including graphic design, typography, layout, illustration, and compelling brand assets. Another key and fundamental objective is going to be your presentation skills, learning how to confidently present and launch your brand across a range of media. So, who is this online masters in brand design for? And I would say, because this course differs from other design designations in that it provides you with a broader skill set. Because it provides you with a broader skill set, it therefore caters to a wider range of students and professionals. These can include anyone in design and marketing wanting to upskill and develop critical theoretical and practical knowledge, graphic designers wanting to advance their careers to the level of creative director and brand director, professionals wanting to become brand strategists, or acquire advanced knowledge in brand design. You are looking at marketers or aspiring brand managers and art directors wishing to evolve their strategic brand and graphic design skills. Professionals from marketing studios, agencies, design studios, or even freelancers wanting to specialize in branding, strategy, graphic design, print, or packaging. Anyone with basic software and design knowledge wanting to improve their conceptualization, strategic thinking, formalization, and execution process. Also, individuals from other design professions with an interest in building and managing personal or corporate brands. The career opportunities that will be provided to you, and this is important because we all want to make money and we want to leave a legacy behind. One of the key differentiating factors here is that because the course is taught by industry experts, you are going to get a keen understanding of the core skills needed to excel in the industry. This is going to enable careers as a brand strategist, brand manager, brand director, graphic designer and/or creative director, packaging designer, brand designer, art director, naming specialist, and brand strategists. So you can see there's a broader element of skill sets and career potentials that will come from this course. Then the juicy part to this study plan and instructors, basically the whole foundations and fundamentals of the course in its entirety. This is a 44-week course that is composed of 5 modules, and I'm going to take you through each module in detail. The first module is your brand history, psychology, and behavioral science. The first course in this will be a brief introduction into the online Masters in Brand Design, and this will basically be a step-by-step introduction of all lecturers, process, basically a really good hand-holding session to make sure that you have everything you need for the course and that if you thrive in the course or year ahead. We will then start with brand history, psychology, and behavioral science for brands. And this is a brief history of brands. Basically, think of it as your evolution from the carrier pigeon to Twitter. It is symbols and the evolution of branding. This in itself is how brands and symbols shape our humanity, how they inform our collective consciousness. It is the evolution of branding and symbols, the psychology and behavioral science of brands. This will also examine the not so hidden forces that influence consumer buying decisions and the patterns that govern choice. This module in itself is 4 weeks in length. The lectures for the course are going to be your introductory will be held by myself, the course director, Storm Wiggett. And I am a strategic brand and packaging designer with 17 years experience with FMCG and CPG brands. I love packaging design and I'm excited to take you through this. I am an award-winning and globally published designer, so you are in good and capable hands. Then your instructor in the brand history, psychology, and behavioral science is Heldon Burns. Heldon Burns is a copywriter, creative strategist, and brand engineer with over 32 years experience. He has worked with some huge brand names like Twitter, Aston Martin, Bang Olufsen, Red Bull, Spotify, and many more. He is humorous and will entertain you and educate you from start to finish. Module 2, this is going to be the science and art of brand engineering. This in itself is a 10-week course that is going to take you through all the theoretical foundations. So your course 1 in module 2 is the concepts of branding, brand management, and brand codes. So this leads you through exploring the concepts of a brand equity, and brand salience, understanding and aligning brands, behaviors, and business, brand management, and this will be your collective brand architecture. So distinguishing between master and sub-brands, corporate and product branding, basically elevating a brand's visibility to create impact, as well as looking at brand codes. We will then go into course 2, which is your research principles and process. Good research requires good design and good problem solving. So this is going to give you the tools and theories to transform your data into meaningful information that you can draw accurate conclusions from. This will be divided into interrogating research problems, formulating research questions and research design, quantitative and qualitative methods, how to analyze data and how to present data, as well as the ethical considerations of your research. So basically a crash course in research principles and process. Course 3 is brand positioning, name generation, and brand storytelling. Your brand positioning, strategy, and targeting will include how to create brand statements, how to create tone of voice, personality, brand pillars, and brand values. There will be in-depth workshops and knowledge generated on name generation in itself, which is going to be very fun and exciting, as well as brand storytelling. And brand storytelling will teach you the copywriting techniques to excel and create great brand narratives. The lecturers for this side, or this particular course, is once again going to be Heldon Burns that I've previously introduced you to. He will do your concepts in branding, brand management, and brand codes, as well as brand positioning, name generation, and storytelling. I'm also going to introduce you for the first time to Dr. Jackie Hilterman. She is your research principles and process instructor. Jackie Hilterman is the co-creative director of the mural art studio Jacqueline Hyde. She has a PhD in media studies and is a specialist in human geography and cultural studies, as well as social media content. She is a published international author, so you are in very good hands here. Next, we are going to move to Module 3. Module 3 is your most extensive module and runs over 17 weeks. It is long because it encompasses all the exciting, juicy, creative bits of the course. So Module 3 is the art of creative disciplines in brand design. And we start with an in-depth dive into brand design. Brand design, in essence, will take you through how visual communication has evolved from basic symbols to complex communication systems in an ever-changing digital landscape. You will explore brand evolution, having a look at the difference between evolution and the revolution of brands, why brands would evolve, and dissecting strategic rebranding principles. You will explore brand identity across visual identity and corporate branding, as well as branding in general. And then there will be an in-depth study of the future of brand design, from brand stationery to the impact of social media and AI's influence on the future of branding. Then we are going to start the crafting side of our module, and this will be in mastering typography, color, craft, and distinction in your course 2. And this will delve into the history of typography, its origins, classic letter forms, and how to master different styles. You will look at color exploration and how, or the principles behind the psychology of color choice, how color influences mood, and how the styles can shape the direction your brand is going to take, or the perception an individual will have about that brand. We will look at the art of mood board creation, as well as craft and how to be distinctive in a branding space. We are then going to move into course number 3 of module 3, which is the art of illustration. Illustration provides the human element to a brand. It is the hand-drawn craft that brand evokes. It influences brand identities and breathes new life into brand narratives. The art of illustration will look at classical and contemporary styles, different mediums used, and the context in which they are used, how illustration will change from editorial to print, logo design, and even packaging. The next step in Module 3 and our continued creative disciplines is going to be logo design and the versatile logo toolbox. In a digital world where AI can now create a logo with a few clicks of the mouse, we are going to teach you the real art of logo design. This is going to be guided by word marks, typography, icons, symbols, illustrations, and monograms, and how you can use those to create a toolbox of essential logo components that will traverse print, digital, and interactive mediums. We will then move into brand guides, a visual roadmap. Brand guides is essentially a brand style guide or visual style guide, and this creates synergy and assures essentially that literally everything stays on brand. To sum this up through a case study, we are going to do a deep dive into Massimo Vignelli's New York City Transit Agency's graphic standard manual. In my mind, this is the best case study and example that will give you a real world analogy of how brand guides work and why they are so essential. We will then look at mastering brand packaging design. Good packaging sells a brand. You have very small space with packaging to tell a story and create impact on retail shelves. This is therefore a fundamental aspect of the branding process. You will learn label and packaging design foundations, crafting design concepts and visualizing possibilities, and then refining, testing, and bringing ideas to life with a real-world focus on the materials, processes, print production, and technical skills required of packaging design, working within a budget, as well as legislative nuances. So your longest course, but your most in-depth, and ensuring that you cover all the craft and technical skills that you're going to need in branding. The lecturers for this course are going to include Tyrone Beck, who takes you through brand design, evolution, strategic rebranding, brand identity, and future branding. Tyrone Beck has been the creative director of MC Saatchi and Abel, as well as Saatchi and Saatchi South Africa and Asia. He has 22 years experience as a designer and art director and has worked with some huge name brands such as Harley Davidson, Continental, Distel, just to name a few. Then you will be taken into another set of really good hands with Johan Pieterse. Johan Pieterse will be doing your mastering typography, color, craft, and distinction, logo design, and the versatile logo toolbox, as well as brand guides, your visual roadmap. Johanna Petersen is a creative director and brand designer at TDC & Co South Africa with over 20 years experience in both local and international brands. He has worked on brands like Google, Barclays, KFC, Massmart, ShopRite, and Checkers. So here is your brand go-to lecturer. Then we are up for a real treat, and that we have award-winning designer, creative director, and packaging designer Frederick Peens. He will be taking you through the art of illustration and mastering brand packaging design. Frederick Peens is the founder of the packaging studio called the Mark Studio. He has over 18 years experience and has won global awards in the Pent Awards, D&AD, and World Brand Society. So if ever there was a global personality that we want to deep dive into their brain, Frederick Peens is going to be it. We then move on to Module 4. And Module 4 is mastering presentation skills and how to launch a brand. The mastering presentation skills is going to provide you with a toolbox of skill sets that you need to confidently communicate your message in the best way to ensure concise pitches and polished presentations. This will be done by giving you the foundations of presentation, how to structure and make your messaging clear, as well as how to enhance your delivery, impact, follow-ups, and persuasion. So everything you need to convince a seller and launch your brand. We then move into launching a brand successfully. And here you will be provided with the foundations and the means to make your launch unique. We will give you the strategies for successful brand launches, as well as collaborations and PR. So this is going to be the insights into launching your brand, leveraging digital marketing channels, creating compelling visual assets, utilizing effective partnerships and collaborations, as well as analyzing your launch and measuring the success of your launch through strategic, data-driven approaches. This module is a 5-week course led by your instructor, Ron Irwin. Ron Irwin is a published author, as well as having a doctorate in media studies. He is a lecturer at the Cape Town University, as well as being a consultant for strategic name development in Minneapolis and New York. Then our 5th and final module will be the culmination of your year-long journey, and it will be your final master's project. The project is creating, implementing, and launching a brand. So basically, this is an 8-week module that is going to give you or enable you to use every skill you've learned to date to launch a brand of your own. The project is divided into 2 parts. All of these demonstrate everything that you've learned. The parts are going to initially be your 20,000 word written launch plan that shows how you integrate the knowledge you've gained from understanding your brand psychology and behavior, as well as your research, looking at your positioning, name generation, and narratives. And then the other part is the creation and manifestation of your idea. So what is the creative output? This will include your brand guide, your comprehensive stationery design output, or your comprehensive packaging design output. This final module will be led by myself. I have introduced myself already, but I will be holding your hand through the whole process. We will be brainstorming together, and I will be there to answer any questions you have. So I am very excited for the launch of this course. I feel it is unique in the education and real-world application categories, and that you get all the technical skills you're going to need, but you're also getting in-depth knowledge into the psychology research principles. It's basically a wholehearted approach to this course. So I look forward to seeing you when our course starts. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Storm. That was amazing. That was great. And I'm sure this session has answered everyone's questions and will hopefully encourage them to take this incredible master. Thank you.